Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Vanessa if you're new here. I am a registered nurse, a licensed medical esthetician, and a certified makeup artist. Today's video is something that I'm super passionate about and that I get a lot of questions about just in my day-to-day life. It's going to be all about foundations that are safe for acne-prone or sensitive skin. So if you have any kind of dermatitis, if you are currently struggling with acne, or you're just really prone to getting breakouts, if you have psoriasis, rosacea, anything that compromises your skin or makes your skin a little bit more sensitive, this video is going to be for you. There's not a whole lot of talk about makeup that is safe for your skin if you're somebody who struggles with sensitivities and stuff. I have about 18 foundations. This isn't an exhaustive list of every foundation that is safe for acne prone skin, and also your skin might react to one of these foundations that I mentioned because everybody's skin is different and you never really know. So the criteria that I've used to pick out these 18 foundations is, do they contain alcohol? Because alcohol dehydrates the skin. It leads to free radicals, which lead to premature aging, and it's going to dehydrate and dry out your skin. So if you're oily, that's going to cause you to produce more oil. And acne is a form of irritation, and alcohol is very irritating, so it's going to increase that inflammation and make your breakouts worse. So you want to stay away from alcohol. Not all types of alcohols, but if it just says on the label alcohol or denatured alcohol, those are the ones you want to steer clear of. The next thing is fragrance. Fragrance is very irritating to your skin. Not all people have issues with fragrance. You might be somebody who can use fragrance and have absolutely no issues, but fragrance is one of the leading causes of contact dermatitis. It can also be something that you develop an allergy to later on in life, and it's a co-sensitizer, so it can make you allergic to other ingredients that are in that product that you're using that contains fragrance that you wouldn't otherwise be allergic to. So it's best to just avoid fragrance as a whole. I know it's really hard because you want your skincare to be kind of like an experience. I know some people feel that way. But if you're somebody who has sensitive skin or acne-prone skin, or you just want to be preventative and extra cautious, I recommend staying away from fragrance. That includes essential oils. Sometimes on the label, it'll just say fragrance, and it doesn't include like exactly what fragrance is in there. Other times, it'll list out specific fragrances that you might not be able to recognize on an ingredients list. So you really have to do your own research and dig deep, because these cosmetic companies can be a little bit tricky in how they word stuff. And the next criteria is comedogenic. Comedogenic means that it's going to clog your pores. There was a study done by James Fulton back in 1989. He tested a whole bunch of ingredients on the ear of a rabbit and did a study based off of if those ingredients irritated or caused comedones on the rabbit's ear. So obviously rabbit's ear isn't completely identical to human skin, and you don't know how your individual skin is going to react. So I wouldn't say if an ingredient is a 4 or 5 on the scale that it's absolutely going to break you out, or if it's a 0 or 1 that it's not going to break you out. You really just kind of have to test and figure out for yourself, but this is a really good guide to go off of, and it's the best that we have right now. There's definitely more research needed on this kind of thing. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and jump into the video. I'm not going to go into a whole lot of depth about the foundations, like how they perform or like what skin type they're best for or anything like that, because honestly I haven't tried every single one of these foundations. So this isn't saying like, oh, these are the best foundations ever. These are just a list of foundations that I have put together that have ingredients that are not likely to cause irritation to your skin. I'm also not going to be talking about foundations that are bad for your skin, because we would be here literally all day. If you have questions about a specific foundation, or you want to know whether it's good or bad or blah blah blah, just leave it in the comments down below and I can look up the ingredients and get back to you on that. But this is just going to be foundations that I do recommend. Also, I'm going to split this video up. So this video is going to be more high-end foundations, things that you can find at Sephora, or more medical grade brands, which if you've seen my previous videos, you know that I'm not a big fan of medical grade skincare typically. I'm not a huge believer, but I'm going to be talking about those in this video, and then I'm going to make another video on more affordable foundations that are safe for acne-prone or sensitive skin. So, starting off is going to be the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. This is one of my all-time favorite foundations. I highly recommend it if you haven't tried it. So, this one is free of alcohol, fragrance, essential oils. All of these foundations that I'm going to talk about are free of those ingredients that I mentioned in the beginning. So, I will say that a lot of these foundations contain tocopherol or vitamin E, and that is a 0 to 3 based off of what study you read on the Comedogenic scale. So I am not somebody who has trouble with vitamin E, but if you are somebody who you know vitamin E clogs your pores, I'm going to call that out if they're in the foundations so that you know that you probably aren't going to like that foundation. So this one does have tocopherol in it. It also has stearic acid and stearyl alcohol in it. Stearic acid is a 2 to 3 on the Comedogenic scale, and stearyl alcohol is a 2 on the Comedogenic scale. If it's a 1 or 2 or even a 3 and it's lower down on the list, I'm not too concerned about it, but I am just going to throw that out there just so you guys are aware. The next foundation is NARS Sheer Glow, and it does have tocopherol in it, but it is towards the very bottom of the ingredients list. Then we have the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. NARS in general has some pretty good foundations as far as skin safety goes. So it has butylene glycol, it's a 1 out of 5. Hydrogenated polyisobutene, which is a 1 out of 5. It has tocopherol in it, and it has ascorbyl palmitate, which is 2 out of 5. The next foundation is the Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin Liquid Foundation. I've been dying to try this one. If you've tried it, let me know how you like it in the comments because I'm really curious how it does with oily skin. But this foundation is really good as far as ingredients goes. The only things that I'm seeing in it is dimethicone, which is a 1 out of 5, and it has tocopherol. It also has squalane, which is a 1 out of 5. So, probably good with that one. The next one is the Rare Beauty Liquid Touch Weightless Foundation. This one is another really good one. It has hydrogenated polyisobutene, which is a 1 out of 5, dimethicone 1 out of 5, and tocopherol 0 to 3 out of 5. And I'm going through and I'm calling out the ingredients that are on the Comedogenic scale at all, just so you're aware and you can make this decision for yourself. But yeah, if it's a 1 or 2 on the ingredients list, I usually feel comfortable using it, but like I said, it's completely up to you all. The next one is the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Longwear Foundation Stick. This one doesn't have any ingredients that are on the Comedogenic scale. Next, we have the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Skin Finish Buildable Coverage Foundation Stick. This is another one that I've really been wanting to try, and it doesn't have any ingredients that are on the Comedogenic scale. Next, we have Tower 28 Tinted Sunscreen. This is really the only tinted SPF that I included because I figured I would make a separate video about SPF, but I know a lot of people use this one as a foundation, so I figured I would include it. And this one has zinc oxide, which is a 1 out of 5, and that is all. Next, we have KVD Beauty Good Apple Foundation Serum. This one has dimethicone 1 out of 5, and it has tocopherol, which is a 0 to 3 out of 5. Next, we have the KVD Vegan Beauty Lock-It Liquid Foundation. This is a thick foundation. If you're somebody who likes full coverage, or you literally want to like cover a tattoo or something, this one is the foundation for you because she's thick. Too thick for me, but if you're somebody who likes that, she's all you. This one has dimethicone 1 out of 5, and butylene glycol, which is 1 out of 5. It also has sorbitan sesquiliolate, which is a 0 to 1. Next, we have Merit, the Minimalist Perfecting Complexion Foundation and Concealer Stick. That is a long name. I've heard a lot about Merit Beauty and I haven't tried anything from them. I would love to. So again, if you've tried anything from Merit Beauty, let me know because I want to know how it is. This one has hydrogenated polyisobutane, which is a 1 out of 5. It also has saracarnauba wax, which is a 1 out of 5, and sorbitan isostearate, which is a 1 to 2 out of 5, depending on the study. Also dimethicone, which is a 1 out of 5. Next is the Dermablend Smooth Liquid Camo Hydrating Foundation. This one, the only ingredient that is on the list is dimethicone, which is a 1 out of 5. Also, the Derma Blend Flawless Creator Multi-Use Liquid Foundation Drops. This one only has dimethicone, which is a 1 out of 5. Okay, this is a brand that I hadn't heard of, but I think it's considered like a medical grade skincare brand or makeup brand. I'm not really sure. But it is by the brand Oxygenetix, and it's the Oxygenating Foundation. It says it's a lightweight, breathable, skin-protecting foundation. This one has some really interesting ingredients, and it doesn't have any ingredients that are comedogenic. Also, their Oxygenating Acne Control Foundation. This one does not contain any comedogenic ingredients. Also, the Glow Skin Beauty HD Foundation Stick. So this one has retinol palmitate in it, which is interesting that it has a vitamin A in a foundation. It's a 1 to 3 depending on the study you look at. It also has ascorbyl palmitate, which is a 2 out of 5. Hexylene glycol, which is a 0 to 2 out of 5 depending on the study, and it contains tocopherol, which is 0 to 3 out of 5 depending on the study. So this one, if you're wanting to be extra cautious, you might want to steer clear of, but I would say in general you're probably fine. Next is the Chantecaille Future Skin Cushion Skincare Foundation. I always think of Toddy Westbrook when I see this foundation. This is a really expensive brand, but I remember used to go on and on about how good it was. I've never tried it. This one does contain talc, which is a 1 out of 5 on the comedogenic scale, but you want to steer clear of talc if you have broken skin, if you have like an active acne lesion that's open, or if you have eczema, or your skin barrier is damaged or anything like that. You don't want to use talc, and this one does contain that, so keep that in mind. It also has dimethicone, which is a 1 out of 5, butylene glycol, 1 out of 5, PEG 400, which is a 1 out of 5, and stearic acid, which is a 2 to 3 out of 5 depending on the study. Next is the Kevyn Aucoin, I can't read that, the Etherealist Skin Illuminating Foundation. It has dimethicone, 1 out of 5, butylene glycol, which is a 1 out of 5. This one also contains talc, 1 out of 5, and that is all for that one. And then the last one I'm going to talk about is by Image Skincare. It's another medical grade skincare line, and it is called I Conceal. It claims to be full coverage, and it has SPF 30 in it. I really am interested to try this one too. The ingredients actually look pretty good. It has some squalane in it, which is good for your skin, and it uses titanium dioxide and zinc oxide, which are mineral SPF. And then as far as comedogenic ingredients go, it has dimethicone, which is a 1 out of 5, and hexylene glycol, which is a 0 to 2 out of 5 depending on the study, retinol palmitate, 1 to 3 out of 5 depending on the study, tocopherol, 0 to 3, ascorbyl palmitate, 2 out of 5, and that is all. And that was the last foundation that I had to talk about. So I hope this video is really helpful for you guys. I'm going to have all the products linked down below because some of these are a little bit more difficult to find. So if you end up trying any of these out, let me know how they do with your skin, and also let me know how they perform. I would love to make another video just about my favorite performing foundations as far as like wear goes and how they look on the skin, how they cover, stuff like that. But I really hope this video helps some of you guys. I hope this gives you a little bit of a basis to go off of, because honestly there's way more foundations on the market that have ingredients that can cause more irritation and acne than there are foundations that are generally safe for your skin. And I know that can be super frustrating, because if you're breaking out or you have skin that has some kind of irritation or issues, you're probably more likely to going to want to wear more makeup to cover it up, but then the makeup's going to make it worse most of the time. So I know how difficult that is, and it takes a lot of time and research to look into it. So I'm more than happy to do the work for you guys and then just provide you with this list to go off of. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Be on the lookout for the affordable / drugstore option of this video. It should be out soon, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.